The night was silent, but Sarah knew danger lurked in the darkness. Who were these men trespassing on her land? What did they want? As a single mother, she had fought through hardships, but nothing prepared her for this. They thought she was just a helpless woman living on an isolated farm, an easy target, but they had no idea about her past. A former Green Beret sniper, Sarah was trained for war. Could she protect her home, her child, and herself before it was too late? Or would the outlaws discover the deadly mistake they had just made? Watch the full story now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening stories. The night was still, but Sarah Pierce sensed something was wrong. The soft rustling beyond the barn wasn't just the wind. Her instincts, honed from years in the Green Berets, screamed danger. With her 5-year-old son asleep inside, she couldn't afford to ignore it. A pair of headlights flickered in the distance, then went dark. She gripped the hunting rifle mounted above the fireplace, her heart steady but her mind racing. Who would dare trespass on her land? Then voices, low, menacing whispers. Just take what we need. If she fights back, you know what to do. Sarah exhaled slowly, pressing herself against the doorway. They had no idea who they were dealing with. A shadow moved closer, boots crunching on the gravel. Sarah raised her rifle, aiming with precision. One step closer, and someone wouldn't be walking away. Sarah steadied her breathing, her finger resting just beside the trigger. Through the dim moonlight, she counted at least 3 figures creeping toward her barn, their movements calculated but careless. Amateurs. One of them jiggled the lock on her shed. Bet she's asleep. We'll be in and out. Sarah smirked. Not a chance. She fired a single warning shot, striking the metal pole beside them. The loud clang echoed through the night. The men froze. Get the hell off my land, Sarah called out, her voice calm and controlled. One of them cursed under his breath. Another stepped forward, raising his hands mockingly. Easy there, lady. She fired again. This time a deliberate shot at the ground near his foot. He jumped back. Next one won't miss, she warned. But instead of retreating, the tallest one muttered, She thinks she's scary. Boys, show her we ain't afraid. Sarah tightened her grip. They just made a grave mistake. Sarah exhaled slowly, her mind sharpening like it had in the heat of battle. The outlaws thought they were dealing with a frightened woman, but they had no idea who they were up against. The tallest one signaled, and 2 of his men spread out, attempting to flank her. Amateurs. They were loud, reckless, and too confident for their good. Sarah shifted slightly, adjusting her position. She needed to end this before they got too close. One man reached for his gun. Big mistake. Sarah didn't hesitate. A single shot rang out, and his weapon flew from his hand, landing with a thud in the dirt. He howled in pain, clutching his fingers. Next man who moves loses more than a gun, she warned, her voice low and lethal. But the leader wasn't backing down. He sneered, pulling his weapon. Sarah's heartbeat remained steady. She had one shot to prove she was dead serious. The leader, a scar-faced brute named Tucker, narrowed his eyes, gripping his pistol. You think one lucky shot scares us, lady? He sneered. Sarah didn't respond. She didn't need to. Instead, she moved, swift, precise. Before Tucker could blink, she fired. His hat flew off, the bullet grazing the fabric just inches from his skull. The men gasped. Sarah stood firm, her stance unwavering. Next time, it won't be your hat, she warned. Tucker's face twisted with rage. Take her down, he barked. The goons charged. Sarah dropped low, sweeping one attacker's legs out from under him. He hit the ground hard, gasping. Another lunged. She sidestepped, slamming her rifle butt into his ribs. The remaining men hesitated. They'd made a grave mistake underestimating her. Sarah raised her rifle again, eyes cold. She wasn't just defending her farm and ensuring they never returned. The outlaws scrambled for cover, realizing too late that they were up against a trained warrior, not a helpless widow. Sarah moved like a shadow, using the terrain to her advantage. Her heartbeat was steady. This was her battlefield. Tucker growled, "We outnumber her! Move!" One man took a shot. Sarah ducked behind a crate, calculating her next move. She spotted an opening. Rolling forward, she fired. A direct hit to a man's shoulder. He screamed, dropping his gun. Panic spread through the gang. They had never faced anyone like her. "Get the dynamite," Tucker ordered, his voice shaking. Sarah's stomach dropped. Dynamite? They were ready to burn her farm to the ground. She took a deep breath, gripping her rifle tighter. She couldn't let that happen. As one outlaw reached for his bag, Sarah didn't hesitate. One shot, one explosion. The bag erupted in flames. Now the battle was hers. The explosion sent shockwaves through the night, scattering the outlaws like frightened animals. Flames licked the dirt, illuminating Sarah's sharp eyes as she reloaded. She had to finish this. Tucker cursed, gripping his revolver. "She's just one woman. Take her down." But his men hesitated. Fear was creeping in. Sarah had already removed two of them. Now the others weren't sure if the money was worth it. Sarah stepped forward, rifle raised. "Leave now, and you live." Her voice was cold, steady, the voice of a soldier, not a farmer. One man dropped his gun and ran. Another followed. Tucker's face twisted in rage. "Cowards!" But Sarah wasn't done. She had one shot left, and it was for him. Tucker raised his weapon, but Sarah was faster. She pulled the trigger. He staggered back, eyes wide, falling to his knees. The fight was over. Sarah exhaled. Her farm was safe for now. The night's chaos faded into the first light of dawn. Smoke still curled from the barn, the scent of gunpowder lingering in the air. Sarah stood at the porch, rifle still in hand, watching the bodies of those who had dared to take what was hers. The sheriff arrived minutes later, his expression grim as he surveyed the scene. Heard gunfire, figured it was trouble. Sarah didn't look at him. "Tucker won't be bothering anyone again." The sheriff sighed, tipping his hat. "Guess not." He glanced at the few outlaws still breathing. "We'll take 'em in. You all right?" She finally exhaled, feeling the weight of the night settle on her shoulders. "I will be." Her son peeked out from the house. "Mama?" She turned, kneeling to pull him into her arms. They were safe. As the sun rose over the horizon, Sarah knew one thing. She was ready for whatever came next. Enjoyed the story? Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring tales. Let's spread the message of hope and unity together. Thanks, and take care.